Well, happy July and happy Sunday. We're in this energy. It's July 2nd. Actually, I remembered the date because, for once, the energies have been really, really powerful. And Emperor and Empress in this twinkling journey has been going through a very high ascension. Okay? So we have these crystals. We have the amethyst here and rose quartz shaped like a heart. Interesting. So we have the full moon tomorrow, the super full moon in Capricorn, the full buck moon. And the moon cycles are very much affected by this journey and everyone else. 144 million of us divine counterparts, emperors and empresses in this world, is here to restore the unconditional love back in humanity. We have a mission together. Now, interestingly enough, we're going to be pulling out right here. Beautiful little crystals. I am really, one of the things about a lot of us empresses are in gratitude for the big things and the small things, including the tiny things. Especially if you woke up this morning, that is an automatic thing when you are grateful to another day. And this whole past month of June has been I have an itch on my nose. The beginning of a very heavy transformation. Take the energy, how this resonates, flip it around. I read the energies, and this is what's been coming through. A lot of you empresses that have been in preparation, and you have, for even a long time, no matter how long it's been, you have been moving through the preparation stage and doing the inner work and the healing work on yourselves and raising your vibration. And as another layer peels, another layer heals. Unless I got that backwards today. I have no idea, which is I felt like giving me slurred speech, which is I'm getting the divine masculines are coming out with some form of communication and are having an epiphany. Some of the emperors are going through this heavy, high-level ascension. Some of my soul sisters, one of my soul sisters, Divine Mass Emperor, has been laid up in bed all week and a half. A lot of very, very high level ear chakra upgrades are happening. A lot of physical symptoms where they can get scary, but the Empress is mirroring some of it. Not as bad, but a lot of the heavy mirroring is coming emotionally because there are changes taking place. And as an Empress, you're picking up because your intuition is always 100% correct. And that is also meaning your intuition is also picking up not just your own, but the collective. And sometimes it can get a little confusing at first, but this is why it's so important to go out into nature and in silence, shut out the world. And it doesn't have to be all day, 2 hours, or 3 hours. It can be just a few minutes. I'm out in nature a minimum a half hour a day. And I'm really in gratitude for being on vacation slash holiday from work. It's been a long 6 months since I've had any break from from a physical, my physical daytime job. You know, it's not easy. You're going about your day at work, and I know many of you have a job or have your own online business, whatever. Empress, you'll be concentrated on doing things where you're supposed to be, and I'm going to really, whoever needs to hear this, somebody needs to hear this, is to consistently stay grounded on whatever you're called to do to ground, and taking nice deep breaths and bringing yourself back into the present moment. Because when we do, we're also moving towards, in this Cancer season, a lot of emotions, a lot of unconditional love is being exchanged. And it's because you're having unconditional love for yourself. And you are having a lot of compassion for yourself. This is what the lessons you've learned on this journey. And it's some of these lessons, like the compassion and self-love, has become automatic without you even thinking of it. And it's also because you are raising your vibration and choosing to be happy. You are making that choice. And you are raising the vibration of the conscious collective, the rest of the empresses and emperors, because it's all mirrored back. And this is why the emperors have been going through, depending on, everybody has their own journey and path, different multiple tower moments. This journey is divinely orchestrated and in divine timing. It isn't just the physical union. The inner union comes in divine timing. All the tower moments, I don't know how to stress this even more. The karmic endings that started in the 5D, everything had a divinely orchestrated timing. Everything that was ending was coming in divine timing. There may be some masculine still in karmic situations, karmic people, family members. Some of them are in karmic. Very few I'm picking up with anything karmic partners. And if there is, it's really coming to a brutal end. But for this full moon in Capricorn, we're going to be pulling out the Moonology deck by Yasmin Boland. Let's see what we got here. It is easier to do the readings this way because you can, as you see the cards come out, you can definitely use, you're guided to use your own intuition how this is going to resonate with you in your journey. So let's see what is happening with this full moon in Capricorn that is happening tomorrow. The energy feels a bit heavy on my end. But there's this energy, interestingly enough, and I keep picking this up since this morning. I woke up, oddly enough, around 3:30, went back to sleep. And a lot of healing that's been going on in dreams and the purging in dreams, because also the Palladians that you've called in, you know, your spirit team isn't just the archangels, your guardian angels, your ancestors, a lot of galactic beings such as Palladians, Atlanteans, starseeds. So we just had a whole bunch of cards flew right out in a pack. The bottom of the deck, interestingly enough, is that the answers you need are coming with this full moon. So the energy that I picked up this morning was decluttering on the Emperor's end. The Empress has been decluttering slowly, and I'm not talking about just cleaning, even though that's part of it, cleaning off the countertops, putting things away, reorganizing, decluttering with this energy, because the energies that have come through from the ethers and the solar flares have gotten us all to move around. When we move these energies around, they work on a deeper and deeper healing level. This is why this mass ascension, this heavy, high ascension, has come through. Because of the work you're doing. You don't realize it. This is what happens. As you're moving through the last stages right now, through the preparation or / separation phase, but separation's an illusion. A lot of you are already been in inner union, at peace with yourself, at peace with the journey, at peace with your independence, and you're at peace in the present moment. So let's see what we got here. But interestingly, I got that at the bottom of the deck, and at the bottom of this deck, again, you are good enough, the full moon in Virgo. So a lot of feelings around the Emperor is healing. So much I have been picking up the past couple of weeks, and it's difficult when you're working a full-time job and all these downloads are coming through and you're like, okay, this needs to stop. You've had to take quite a number of deep breaths. Another grounding method, and it happens all the time, is driving. Taking deep breaths while driving is another method. The other night, it was so intense, this energy. It was raining out. I literally was walking barefoot in the grass, in the wet grass, to cleanse and transmute the energy and cleanse it from the Earth Star chakra, which is 6 to 8 inches below your feet. So taking those 3 deep breaths and seeing a beautiful flashing red light will bring you back into the present moment, and immediately they will get transmuted, especially when there is being mirrored emotions, Empress, from your Emperor. Especially if they're going through a lot. And what I'm getting here is the 3D world collapsing. And especially with this full moon in Capricorn, a lot of you Empresses are going to be sailing smooth it. You're going to be decluttering, and that's a very strong clearing energy working with the full moon. So if you have this urge, not that it's been summer, to declutter something, get rid of things, sell things, items that no longer serve you, is being mirrored back. This is why I've been picking up this energy of karmic physical items. The people are gone. Their energy has gone. You haven't given them energy whatsoever. Whoever they are, whether they're still a karmic partner, a karmic mother on that side, a karmic father, a karmic sibling. And one of the most painful things about this journey, because it's healing through pain, is the family portion. There are still some emperors with a false mask, especially with the same-sex twin connections. There is a false mask, especially when dealing with family, releasing a lot of programming and conditioning and worthiness. Because a lot of emperors that came, whether you are male or female, energy is energy from a very 3D matrix family background where that has collapsed, a lot of arguing in the past, and basically a lot of severing ties, severing communication, cutting those cords. And how those cords were cut, it's you've done your rituals, you've called in Archangel Michael, and Archangel, the divine, has stepped in. This was going to happen in divine timing because they heard your calls, So let's see what we got here. Yeah, a new romantic cycle is beginning. The new moon in Libra, if you can see it without the light. This is happening because the old cycles have ended. The World card. The karmic cycles have ended. Now we're dealing with karmic items like karmic homes, karmic cars, old cars, cars that are not, they're old, they're not working right, they can be more costly repairs. Or if you didn't get a new car, you're planning to. Cleaning out the car, maybe. Vacuuming it, washing it is another. Cleaning is part of decluttering. So this is also happening. Yeah. Mess. Emperor and Empress are surrendering to the divine. At this time, surrender everything. If you need to surrender more, surrender the struggles. Yeah, a fiery climax approaches. Yep, full moon in Aries. There is a terror moment coming. It could be the tower moments. It's materialistic things. It could be the car. It could be the karmic house, the karmic home falling apart. One of the tower moments could be a sale of a home, homes in foreclosure. You know, I can relate. My parents' home. My father's home went into foreclosure May 2nd and July 24th, which is around the Lion's Gate. I am trying to figure out when it begins. I have a court date that day, and I really, manifesting the little things that are necessary will come to you like that. So I am manifesting that day off to go to what they call a conference. It's not even a court trial. There is no judge here. So I am in the middle of saving this home. Saving this home, saving this inheritance, and one of the karmic cycles that had closed, interestingly enough, and I will tell you, Emperor or Empress, you have both closed karmic family cycles. A lot of family members you are not speaking to anymore. The cycles are over with. It is completely finished. These were people that were around for too long. They no longer served you. Their old ways and beliefs fell away. They were no longer aligned with you and your energies or your soul. And in order for your soul growth, during this preparation phase, they were going to fall away. People, places, and things. And I will share with you, I could definitely attest that out of my own immediate family, my brother has fallen away, my karmic brother. Even though he sent a threatening letter from his attorney, because all karmics are after money and not the most positive ways. That's why they're a karmic. You cannot manifest money unless you take inspired, divine inspired, aligned action steps. And those action steps come. I don't know who needs to hear that. In divine timing, it's taking action. Because money loves speed, money loves action. Karmics do not understand that concept. They will not understand that concept, but they have free will just like the rest of us. You have forgiven yourself. A lot of forgiveness is continuing. Forgiveness is still happening. Empress is still forgiving herself for a lot of things, forgiving the situation, and sending it away with the utmost love and light, because all karmics have free will. They have to go on their own path. And karmic soul ties that are tied, that are closed, karmic people, they will go on their own path. This energy, I can't even say this. I don't know if it's either me or my age. Because it has been very oddly enough, I mean, the energy from the weather lately, since we've been having a lot of smog and air quality alerts here. Um, there's been like a slight fatigue, but nothing to fall out. But if you are falling asleep, Empress, and needing to take a nap, it is because the Emperor is taking a nap. There's a lot of healing and processing going on. You are trusting the journey, but always remember, please trust yourselves. Raising your vibration, you will trust yourself and you will be trusting the journey. The energy is gaining momentum, and it is. It's moving forward, this journey. It is moving forward toward union. Yeah. A time for healing. This is a lot of healing. There is going to be releasing with this full moon. A lot of clearing away of clutter, materialistic items. I see the devil card coming out. Because it is the full moon in Capricorn, you know. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, because this is a romantic cycle. Even though this is a spiritual journey, it is best friends and love. You have a mission together. A lot of us, especially me, the past few days, it's been warm out but very tolerable. But the heat across my body has been intense for the past week. Past half of a week, because it started Wednesday. And I've been in cooler air, and it has been sweating, waking up in the middle of the night in sweats, knowing what the heck is happening, and with the air conditioning and the fan is on. I never put them on at the same time. I feel bad for those where it's hot, 40 degrees Celsius, or even 20 to 30 degrees Celsius, and there's no AC. Hopefully y'all have a fan and the windows open, I'm sure. Let's see what else we got here. I don't know, but Spirit's telling me to look at the bottom of the deck, and we're going to pull from the bottom of the deck. Be bold and make the first move. So what I'm getting from this energy here is that the Emperor is being divinely guided to be bold and make the first move here. Because, Empress, you've taken the step back. You just have. You've learned that lesson. You're not watching or spying on your Emperor, but they're watching and spying on you. You're going about your business. You're going about your business. How to add to your pentacles, how to add to your abundance, how to add to your health, how to add to your happiness, your joy, your bliss. Wow, we got two of them for three. Well, two of them are stuck together. Yep, yeah, the new moon. Around the next new moon, the new start is coming. Because, yeah, bringing love into the situation, bringing that unconditional love to yourself and compassion to yourself, you're bringing love into the situation. This is what I'm getting from both energies. Understanding and compassion. Do not let the past hold you back. Yeah. You're not letting that happen. You've learned hard lessons with the past holding you back. Emperor, Empress, you've realized that. There has been quite a bit in this month of June, especially with the middle of May. There were a lot of aha moments. And a lot of aha moments were lessons starting to turn to blessings and answers. Answers come in after aha moments in divine timing. Now, you may not get all your answers out in nature all at once, but you're going to get them maybe the next time around. I've had to take several breaks in the evening and go out into the yard. Interestingly enough, lately, for a while, since just before the beginning of the spring equinox, a lot of animals, that have been around, you watch how the birds are in one end or one yard. I've been seeing lots of pairs of birds, especially that this journey, There are age gaps. There are different backgrounds, different family backgrounds, different ancestral backgrounds. Especially, I've been seeing pairs of birds, not the same bird. Like, it was interesting. Last week, I saw a pair of birds. It was two different colored pigeons in the street. They were gathering stuff like the squirrels are always gathering information. And funny enough, the squirrels, a lot of them run around in the backyard. And occasionally, they've been running on my deck in the morning. And one of them, I had the door open, just the screen door, and one of them was making noises at me. He had a message, gathering information, or passing on the info. I've been very, very thirsty. One of the physical, we're going to pull out the Ascension Oracle deck too, because a lot of us have been guided to hydrate, especially with this passionate energy coming from the Emperor, the body heat, and the heat where we're getting a hot or dry breath. There may be still some hostility or words being exchanged, who knows? But this is what's happening with this full moon in Capricorn. So tomorrow, you might be having a lot of energy within you to get the urge to, when you're putting out the trash or the rubbish bins, that you may be a card with sticking up. Balance spirituality and practicality. Yeah, balancing out the physical things you are doing, that moving these physical things forward, but you're balancing out your spiritual practices with them both. And they're working hand in hand. Interesting. Your commitment right now is being tested. Now, June 14th, Saturn went into retrograde. It still is. That is the Lords of Karma. It is like Santa Claus checking the naughty list. Checking it once, checking it twice to see who's been naughty or nice. Yes, we are being tested. All those karmic people that you've closed out these cycles. I don't know who needs to hear this. When you're in unconditional love, and not in the ego, the shadow side of us. Always be careful of how we speak to ourselves. Do not wish anything negative, bad on anyone. Don't. That is not your job. That is no one's job. That is the divine spirit, the archangels, guardian angels, they see all. A lot of karmic people, however they are to you, whether it was an ex-karmic partner, maybe a current karmic partner that's about to go out the door and is fighting tooth and nail because they wanted to sit on their lazy ass and whine and complain all day, not do anything, and kept you in this lower energy of anger, sadness, guilt, unworthiness, whatever that lower energy was, is out the door because they can't do for themselves. They are toxic and codependent, and they have racked up a very, very high karmic debt. And they have to pay that back to the penny. Whereas whatever karmic debt you've already paid off, or paying off some, whatever, as you pay it off, blessings come in. Blessings and rewards come in. The energy changes. As karmic debt is paid off, the energy changes. As these cycles closed. What do you need to release? Amazing. On this full moon, This would be the perfect time to be in silence and meditate and ask your team, your spirit team and guides what you need to release. And in this case, when I'm picking up this energy, things and items, karmic items that no longer serve you, that hold attachments. And showing up as your authentic self. Show the world the real you, shining your light even brighter. With this high ascension, with the emperor that's going through, some emperors are slowly starting to come off of it. There are some emperors in a deep, dark night of the soul. You know, sometimes we've all gone through multiple dark nights of the souls. They can only last, maybe they last a half hour now. Maybe they last only an hour, maybe half a day. That means something is being released on a deeper level. Yeah, full moon in Leo, don't let pride get in your way. There's a lot of masculines and emperors that have let pride get in their way with the ego. When you walk around acting like you have something and you don't, it'll bite you in the ass. Don't let pride get in your way. So, yeah, bottom of the deck. Spirit told me to just keep picking from the bottom of the deck. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This full moon in Capricorn. You can breathe now. If you've been like taking deep breaths all day, you feel like you can all breathe now. So this is the full moon in Capricorn reading and energies for this full moon for the Divine Emperor and Divine Empress, Divine Masculine, Divine Empress, and Divine Masculine. Empress and Divine I'm mixing things up. My speech is slurred today. Empress and Emperor. Full moon reading in Capricorn. Well, let's just pull out another deck. Because what we release on this full moon, we are pulling out the Dragon Oracle deck. Let's see what dragon spirits are coming through to help move this union forward with this full moon. Because when we get rid of, when I said people, places, and things, what comes last? Things. When we close out karmic cycles, it's things. Funny I just said that. It's funny, we're going to be having a lightning storm. It's been a little humid today. I just saw that on the drop-down menu, on the camera. Let's see what dragon spirits that are with us today. This will be interesting to see that'll be with us on this full moon in Capricorn. Part of this transformation. Wow. Let's see, flew right out. Crystal Yellow Dragon opens you to higher learning and wisdom. What did I just say? High Ascension, the Emperor. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher spiritual path. Your spiritual path has ascended, Emperor, to a much higher level. This is why I've said high ascension. With this dragon spirit, this gold crystal yellow dragon. Yellow is a very powerful color. A lot of ear chakra activations. Empress, you're probably picking up, not so heavy, but you know there is an ear chakra going on. It's not your ear chakra, even though it is opening up, but it is opening up on a different level. It's because it's being mirrored, the physical ascension being mirrored from the Emperor. Because there's more wisdom to hear. Some of the things, it depends on what's going on with the ear, a perforated eardrum. Hearing things that the Emperor does not want to hear. Especially if in the past the Emperor has lied and continuously lied when they didn't know any better. You have compassion and you've forgiven yourself. You've forgiven your masculine on the 5D. Because what comes up must come down. As above and so below. connecting through the telepathic communication has gotten heavier. So a lot of you have gotten a lot of crown chakra pressure headache activity, especially random times of the day, because your Emperor is communicating with you. That's gotten heavier. It gets heavier and heavier. Let's see what else is coming out. But this was the main, yeah, interesting. This came out. A lot of ear chakra, some of them, sometimes, this morning, lately, the past few mornings, I've been getting like a light clogging in the ear with cracking. So that means the ear chakra has been clearing out. Let's see, we got a few cards. Flew right out the deck, powerful. Silver Lunar Dragon bathes you in divine feminine light. Emperor is stepping into the feminine energy, healing the feminine side. And this dragon is saying, yeah, bathes you in divine feminine light. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra, finding peace within yourselves. Especially the Empress, this is also connected to, because your inner work is being mirrored to the Emperor. As you come into balance, you're in inner union already. This is what I'm picking up on this energy. When you're in inner union, you are healing and becoming into inner balance. Rainbow Dragon brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, accept opportunities. A lot more opportunities are coming your way. Rose Pink Dragon. So what I'm getting from this, if you've been seeing pictures, emojis of rainbows, if the weather by you has shown after a rainstorm a rainbow, that is meaning giving me a block in the throat chakra. Yeah, I'm picking up a heavy throat chakra blockage. Emperor masculine wants to speak their truth. And happiness is coming. Some of them have not known what happiness is for themselves. A lot of times, especially if you've seen on their social media posts that they're communicating in that way and then telepathically. So you may not have physical communication on the 3D yet, but it is coming. This is why I'm getting the blockage in the throat. Because when we communicate and we are in the 5D in the astral realms, closing whatever bridges the gap and brings you together on the 5D, nobody's an ego. You can't, we all have an ego. It's good to have an ego when we're dealing with our shadow side. But at the same time, this journey isn't an ego. I can't do reads in ego at all. Grounding to bring yourself back into the present moment brings you out of ego, brings you back to the present moment. You can't do anything as above and so below. Things have to be, from the energetics, have to be brought into the present moment. That's why it's so important to take your deep breaths and ground. Even if if grounding, I'm getting like a grit in my eyes. I have not taken a nap today. Time is an illusion. But one of the things is that the grit in the eyes that I've been getting is also opening eyes to illusion. The illusions have fallen away. But the Rainbow Dragon is bringing a leap of joy that is coming and opening new doors. A whole new world is happening. The new cycle has already energetically began. Rose Pink Dragon prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. You are connecting with the love of the universe. And also, I went through, and it was a few hours today, if you could see this, yeah. I went through a few hours today of very intense, and there's different types of physical chakras. Each chakra is going to open up and heal in different ways. There's different sensations. The heart chakra, there will be different types of heart chakra healings and sensations. I felt a heart chakra connection with my own divine masculine that was so damn intense. It was not definitely not an anxiety attack or where I couldn't breathe. Although I went through that before, that's an actual also a cleanse. It was a light pressure, but it was an electric pressure, if I could describe like this connection of one heart chakra, because we are one. That's what I was feeling today. Let's see if there's any more messages for the dragons. Magenta Dragon enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom, awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. What have I been saying? High level ascension with the Emperors going through? Yeah. Golden Solar Dragon helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let your DNA be programmed with light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. Yeah, the Emperor. Stepping into who they are born to be. You're mirroring this, Empress. Because, Empress, if you're in your masculine energy, guess what? Your masculine is in his feminine energy. Higher ascension. Interesting. Orange Dragon brings soul families and communities together. Spread belonging, warmth, oneness, bringing people everywhere together. Yeah. Absolutely. Your soul family is going to expand more and more, especially if you close down the types of karmic cycles that were karmic family members. Well, guess what? I'm going to say this. God doesn't close a door unless God doesn't open a door without closing another. I mixed it up. So being replaced by soul family. God never opens a door without, God never closes a door without leaving another one open. Lilac Fire Dragon transmutes through the power of divine love. Open up transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. Yeah. More unconditional love is growing. The compassion is growing. This is what's bringing your inner union into physical permanent union. When this goes hand in hand with this orange dragon, because you are seeking the love and unconditional love and support from soul family. You will be aligned with your right soul family members. Yeah, so this is what's happening. I am wishing you all a magical, happy full moon in Capricorn, and there will be more to come. Now that I am off from work till next Monday, after this Monday, all week, a blessing in disguise, and have a magical Sunday. Have a magical full moon in Capricorn, and have a magical week. Sending you all so much love. And all my love and support for you all.